Stream Elements said Petty Pete and Plays is now live. Streaming PGA Tour 2K23, playing the 2K23 badly.
Hello everybody, how you all doing? Back once again after my ride. I might do a 4-round.
PGA2K Sports and the PGA Tour proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're at the Waste Management Phoenix Open. Today's coverage is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group today.
Hey guys, yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing these two go at it again. It was a great rivalry first time round, and now, more so than ever, they're going to want to beat each other.
Very few people can say they tamed the tiger, Rich, except you, of course. But this is going to be a great day's viewing. Great touch, really nicely played.
Yes, very smooth tempo there on that chip.
He finds himself tied for 6th. The second hole at TPC Scottsdale is a mid-range par 4, playing 442 yards from the tips. The bunkers on the right side need to be avoided, which leaves a good mid to short iron approach to a green that is bunkered front, left and right. So a good accurate approach required. But not a bad approach, that one, up onto the green. A couple of putts from there and that'll be a pretty good hole. And good look at a birdie here. Okay, steady now. So no movement on the leaderboard.
Not a bad shot there.
Even overall.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
Well, I know that we're in the booth and not right up close to it, but it doesn't take a smart person to work out that's not a nice lie. Nicely done. Henny, what have they got in front of them here?
He's got about 140, I'd say.
Oh my God.
This one's out, heading towards the rough.
No green in red, but a chance to save their par. This putt right on 12 feet to the hole.
Nice little par putt here.
No.
Oh, just missed. And down it goes. Let's head to the next. Sitting at 1 over for the day. The par 3 4th at TPC Scottsdale. Fairly straightaway hole, but bunkers again. Front, left and short right. Requires a pretty accurate and solid strike. That's just inside the range. And this putt is for a big 2 on the scorecard. Ooh, right by the hole. This putt of about 6 feet coming up.
That starts off on a good line.
That's a good putt for par. You'll take it. Trailing by 4 strokes. The 5th hole at TPC Scottsdale is a strong par 4, playing 470 yards from the back tees. There's a big bunker down the right-hand side that will catch any drive not hit with authority. The approach must be accurate with the bunker on the left-hand side. Anything just slightly missed here will be punished. Going with the hybrid. That might be one club too many. Well played, mate. Now, long-range putt coming up here. It'd be good to make a bomb, wouldn't it? Ooh.
Stop then.
All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
Setting up this putt 16 feet from the cup.
That's frustrating.
And finishing this hole with a little tap in.
Our current leader is enjoying a two-stroke lead. The sixth hole at TPC Scottsdale is a solid mid-range par 4, 432 off the back tees. Again, it's more position off the tee that's required here with the bunkers on the left-hand side. A bold player is to fly it over that bunker on the left and leave just a short wedge in. Bold players will get after this hole, but a safe strategy lays back before them. And here we are with the third shot. 5 strokes behind our leader.
No, too hard.
If he makes this, he'll save his par. Gets it to go down. Wow, what a save.
Nicely done. Well fought hole right there. Bunkered off the tee, but makes that nice par save.
The 7th here at Scottsdale is a par 3, a straightaway hole. The bunkers left and right of this green ensure that a nice straight shot is required. Good shot there. This putt to move into the top 20 on the leaderboard.
No.
That'll sting a bit. And there it is. Well, that was a positive hole. A little shift up the leaderboard. Well played. The 8th hole at TPC Scottsdale is a very strong par 4, playing over 475 yards from the back tee. There's a couple of pot bunkers down the left-hand side that need to be avoided so you can get to the green in 2. If you're going hard here, there's a tree on the right-hand side that can prevent a good second shot or a line to the green. 2 well-struck shots required to get to this green, and even then, your par's not secure.
Oh, this needs a little right turn, Clyde.
Be nice to see this one go down. Let's see if they make it. Well, that'll play. He's currently tied for 14th.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Finishing hole of the front 9 at TPC Scottsdale is a solid par 4, measuring 453 yards from the back tees. The big hitters will get after this hole, as there's plenty of room down the left-hand side. Although if you challenge that bunker on the right off the tee, it gives you just a short wedge into a green that's only guarded by a pot bunker at the front and then a back right bunker. A chance here to make a birdie. Getting ready to play their third. 4 shots behind our leader.
That one good.
What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
Firm back up the hill. This will be a good one.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it?
Colin Morikawa doing what he does best. He's leading this tournament as we head to the next hole.
The 10th at TPC Scottsdale is a short par 4, measuring just 428 yards from the tips. There's a huge bunker down the right side of this fairway, which suggests maybe less than driver is necessary off the tee. What you want to do is set up for a good angle of approach, though. There's a couple of pot bunkers to the short right of this green and a big one to the front left to be avoided. A quality shot, that.
A chance to move into the top 10 on the leaderboard here.
Oh, so close. Par putt coming up here. Trailing by 7 after that hole. The 11th is a par 4, playing 472 yards and a huge water hazard down the left-hand side. The best line is a drive as close to that water without taking it on. Anything that leaves about 150 to 170 yards in will give you a chance to set up birdie.
They're going with a bit more club here. Let's see if it was the right call.
Well struck. Let's see if we can make this big putt for birdie.
Actually not.
It was on a good line. 11 feet left to the hole.
This is tracking right into the front of this cup.
And a bit of frustration popping in there as the par putt just missed the hole.
The 12th at TPC Scottsdale is a par 3 measuring 192 yards off the back tees. Not much to this hole except the bunkers left to be avoided, although water can sneak in on the right up near the green if anything is slightly pushed. Anything in 5 feet to be handy from here.
He's got this to pull ahead of Tiger Woods. That could heat this rivalry up a bit.
Oh, that's too bad.
Our work here is done. Let's head to the next hole.
The 13th is one of the good scoring holes in the closing 9 at TPC Scottsdale. It's a par 5 measuring 558 yards. Job 1 is to avoid that huge water hazard to the right or the tree on the left-hand side that juts out into the fairway. If you're clear, you'll have a chance to knock it up near towards the green or just laying it back to a comfortable yardage of around 100, 125 yards. A chance for a birdie here to really ignite your charge. Well, that's showcasing their power there, Rich.
Using the big muscles to get it home in 2 there.
Well, Rich, from where I'm sitting, this looks makeable. Do you agree?
Luke, I gotta say, I don't like their chances. I have been wrong once before, but I really can't remember when that was.
What's in front of them, Henny?
They've just got to focus on hitting the back of the cup, guys. This is up the hill, bit of extra juice needed.
Yeah, they're good momentum makers, those ones. Good putt for birdie.
Sitting at 2 over for the event.
Moving up the leaderboard, I like it.
The 14th is a strong par 4, almost measuring 500 yards from the back tees. The bunker that sits in the fairway should be covered. Anything around 190 to 200 yards out will give you a green light to go for this flag, although a 4 here never hurts.
Going with the 7.
Quality shot, that one. 20 feet to the cup.
Looking for another birdie here.
It could be in.
The putt drops, and that's back-to-back birdies.
And what a way to jump into the top 10. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. The 15th is a very important hole, the par 5, 553 yards from the back tees. Either makes or breaks around here at TPC Scottsdale. That huge penalty area to the left is to be avoided if you're to make a decent score. A good drive will allow you to go for this island green in 2. Although if you're too far back, no point taking it on as there's water everywhere to collect your ball. Laying up to the 115, 20-yard marker will give you just an easy wedge here and a chance to still make your birdie. This would be a great up and down from this spot. That's a wonderfully played chip shot there.
Oh, Dr. Chipinski strikes again.
Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard. Welcome to the jungle, or as they call it here at TPC Scottsdale, the stadium hole par 316. It's just a short club, but you miss the green, and a chorus of boos will ring out. That's disappointing.
Well, that'll maintain the momentum. Nice par putt. And this is becoming a familiar sight. Colin Morikawa leads.
This dramatic finish at TPC Scottsdale has no shortage of options at the 17th, Rich.
If you've hit the driver but you miss the green, you gotta miss it out to the right-hand side to have any hope of getting it up and down for the birdie. However, you knock it on this green in 1, you never know, you could make it 2.
Nice recovery there.
Just eyeballing that one, trying to make it.
He's currently sitting in 8th place.
Gotta like it, moving up the leaderboard, never a bad thing.
The finishing hole at TPC Scottsdale requires a great drive. The big water hazard down the left-hand side and the Church Pew bunkers make it a very difficult drive. Anything out to those bunkers on the right will leave a good angle approach. But once you hit this shot, make sure you get the right area on the green if you're to make your birdie.
Trying to get it to move a little bit to the left here.
And this putters for a final score of 70.
Rolling end to end.
No.
This looking nice.
Putting for a par here.
And that will conclude his tournament to date.
Well, just when I thought I'd seen it all, Henny, this player came, they saw, and they conquered the great Tiger Woods. It's hard to fathom.
Luke, mark this down as a historic day in this player's career, but really ever. They challenged Tiger Woods and beat him. How many people can say that?
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. I'm Luke Elvey, and on behalf of Rich Beam, plus all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, it's good night for now.
Anybody out there? Alright Ben, how you doing? That's you back. Good to see you.
Don said Jesus Christ is King, crown emoji, sparkling heart emoji.
Alright Don. I wouldn't say that much. We're not going to play a full round.
PGA2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is delighted to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup.
Here we are at the Genesis Invitational, one of the top events each year on the schedule. Today's coverage is about to start.
I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course, following our featured group.
Hey Luke, I'm very happy to be covering this featured group's play this week. It's going to be fire, let me tell you. There seems to be quite the rivalry starting between these two players.
Well,
Hopefully
we'll
not on
be able to
social media.
keep an eye on this one right throughout this event.
This is one of those lengthy putts. Good one just to get close. Didn't quite have the right stuff there.
Oh!
Oh, he's up, Tiger. Oh, these are big momentum putts. Let's make this one from 9 feet.
This for par.
Just didn't drop.
Can I not putt?
That's annoying. You should make that.
A double bogey putt in front of them.
On a nice line.
Yeah, now.
A couple over for the event. We know that Riviera starts with a 5-4, but it may as well be a 4-5 because the par 4 second is tougher than the par 5 first.
I've never seen a golf course where you're so happy to start off birdie bogey. It's the strangest thing I've ever seen. The second hole, pretty straight away off the tee shot. The second shot moves a little bit from left to right, back up the hill. There
What
is
a
some
shot that
space
was.
on the right-hand side to miss your second shot up by the green, but there's no guarantees that it'll kick hard enough right to left to get back on the green. It's a sensational second hole.
Some lovely momentum for this player, moving up the leaderboard. Pacific Palisades in California, the site of Riviera, the third hole, par 4. Elevated tee shot.
And a fairly generous fairway, a little bit more room out to the left than what players can see off the tee shot. Second shot is going to be downhill to a green that basically chases away from the player, going from the front portion of it all the way to the back. Difficult to get your second shot close here.
How close was that to going down? An opportunity to make their par.
Glory be to the Lord.
Tied for 13th. So many wonderful holes at the George Thomas designed Riviera Country Club. This par 3 fourth has to be one of them.
This is a spectacular par 3. Ideally, players want to hit a tee shot that moves significantly from right to left and moving with the contour of the green. If they can do that, then they've got an opportunity to hit it really close. If they challenge the pin off the tee shot, well, it could come up short in that bunker, and that is a massive no-no.
Sitting at 1 over and moving ever so closer to the top 10. This putt just 5 feet away from the hole.
Gotta try and save the par here.
Yeah, nothing to sweat over that one. Well hold. Now 3 strokes back after that hole. Rich, the PGA Tour is basically a power game these days, although the 5th here at Riviera forces players just to hold off the tee.
The fairway does run out about 310 yards off the tee, and players not necessarily going to hit driver here. They have to be mindful that the fairway pitches significantly from right to left on their tee shot. From there, they're hitting their second shots downhill again to a green that chases away from them front to back. Again, a simple looking second shot, but a difficult one to get close.
This one's dialed in. Ouch, that hurts. That was a top-level approach shot, but unfortunately they walk off the green with a par. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. The par 3 6th is unique in the fact that there's a bunker that sits right in the center of the green here, Rich. These days, a modern architect would probably be shot for designing a hole like this, but we look at it as a masterpiece.
What an incredible design this is, and it really just takes this green and it makes it into a section of 4. The back right, the front right, front left, and back left, they all have their unique features to it, and that all is due to the simple fact that that bunker, which is tiny, minuscule, almost not even there, it basically shapes that green into the 4 quadrants. It is just an amazing design.
Time for the second shot here at the 7th. Looks to have chosen the 7-iron.
Oh no, that's a bad shot. Oh my word.
Do you think they drew that up differently in their mind?
Yeah, Wynn took that one offline in a hurry.
Wow, that almost went in the hole. And if this can go down, he'll save. A bit long on that one. A 7-footer right here.
Looking good so far.
Well, at least it wasn't a double. And unfortunately heading in the wrong direction on the leaderboard after that hole. The par 4 8th at Riviera is a choose your own adventure. Which fairway do you like to take?
I think most players are going to try and go down the left-hand side, as it seems to be the easier of the two these days. However, where they stick that flag stick, well, that's a different question. If they stick it up front right, the left-hand side of the fairway, that's not the easiest approach. So better be mindful of where that flag stick is in order to pick which side of the fairway you want to drive it down.
You always like that on long putts when you just have to go ahead and tap it in stress-free. Colin Morikawa currently on top spot as we pause for a look at the leaderboard. The final hole on the outward half is a par 4 playing back up towards.
I wonder how many
clubhouse,
people
Rich.
watch my
It's a good par 4.
Only the big
delivery
hitters are
video
gonna carry
today.
that fairway bunker down the left-hand side. Most players are going to try and avoid it and even miss it the fairway out to the right-hand side, which is not a bad miss. From there, the second shot is directly uphill. Deep, deep bunkers on the front right part of this. That is not the place to miss it. Anything that a little bit long will leave you a downhill putt, but that's the safe
No.
Playing their 4th shot. Currently 4 shots off the pace. This is a bogey putt coming up.
Looks good.
No, it doesn't.
That was a gallant attempt. Down she goes. Let's head to the next.
A nightmare.
All right, as we head for home at the Riviera Country Club, is there a hole that's talked about more than the short par 4 10th?
No, not at all. And what a hole it is. It's changed a lot over the years. This green is actually reminds me of something you would see at Pinehurst. There's no flat spots on it. It either is downhill or uphill. That's it. Players most likely will take driver or fairway wood and try and leave themselves just on the front left portion of this green. That's the most ideal spot they can hit it, no matter where they put the flagstick. However, hitting it there is nearly impossible. A keen short game is absolute necessity to make birdie here.
That's a good-looking shot there.
Hot tickety, hot
Second
dog.
shot here on the 11th. And going with driver off the deck with this shot. That's some good golf right there. And here we are with the third shot. Oh, that's a high caliber shot.
A spot amongst the leaders here awaits if they can make this. Move inside the top 20.
Where are you going?
That one raced by. Bit of work coming back. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
This one, guys, he's got around 9 feet.
Oh, that looks like a pure stroke. Now 6 strokes back after that hole. When you stand on the 12th tee, Rich, you're thinking to yourself, oh, a couple of strong back-to-back par 4s, and it starts right here.
This is where the golf course gets extremely difficult, Luke. This tee shot moves from left to right, but massive overhanging eucalyptus trees down the right-hand side prevent you from hitting a high draw over them. Once you're in the fairway, though, your second shot is to a green that's really not as big as it should be for such a long hole. And there's a famous tree just short and left of this green, Bogey's tree. Not because of the score, because Humphrey Bogart used to sit there and just watch everybody butcher this hole.
You can get
That
coffee
gets the
after
job
this.
done. Okay, as we move along, it's Colin Morikawa on top of things. Rich, the 13th hole, slightly different look off the tee.
It's really cool. This tee shot is framed by large eucalyptus trees, both right and left, requires a draw. Nothing else to do. You have to move this golf ball from right to left off this tee. If you do it correctly, well, that golf ball could chase down there miles down this fairway. You find the fairway down there, you're going to love the second shot. The difficulty gets when the pin is all the way back left in this little peninsula. You miss it a little bit left there, you're going to find the Barranca, and you're probably going to find a bogey or worse.
An opportunity for a birdie here.
This is a good chance. Yeah, you like the look of that right off the blade.
Anybody out there watching? Want to say anything? Hello, goodbye. Konnichiwa.
The 14th, Rich, I know it's dear to your heart, the par 3. You made an ace there in tournament history, won a car. How do you tell the players to play it?
Luke, it's a very simple hole in my mind, but for the mere mortals who are playing this game, it can be difficult because this green is not deep, but it's certainly wide, and it does tilt from right to left at a pretty good clip. Historically, it's not the easiest par 3 on this golf course, but for me, I think different.
This putt of about 7 feet to the hole.
This is important. Big par putt here.
And there it is. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. This 15th hole, a very strong par 4, Rich. Challenging, to say the least.
It's a great par 4, and yet there's some players that have seen it a little bit differently lately. I always saw it as a dogleg from left to right, just avoid that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. And this is an interesting green. It's got a high spot on the left, and it's got a low middle section and a high section on the right-hand side, and you never have a flat putt. It is always breaking one direction or another, and it's either straight uphill or straight downhill. This is the most difficult green on the golf course by a long margin. If you see it differently, you can hit it down the right, down 17 fairway, but I fail to see how that's any kind of advantage.
Well, that's a bit disappointing. And as we take a look at the leaderboard, it's Xander Schauffele in first place. The 16th hole, short par 3, Rich, but really good if he can get it close.
It's an island green, if you can believe that. It's surrounded by bunkers. I think this is another one of the all-time great designs. It's only about 160 yards, Luke, but the whole green is surrounded by bunkers. Everything feeds towards the center and the front of this green once it gets on there. I just think this is a magnificent design. If you hit it in any one of those bunkers, making a par will be nearly impossible.
Trailing by 5 shots after that hole. As we head back up the hill towards the clubhouse, we're faced with the par 5 70, the long, strong par 5.
At all costs, do not hit it in that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. Anywhere to the left, even in the rough left, is just fine. From there, your next shot should be laid up out to the right-hand side. Third shot, straight back up the hill with some kind of wedge. It can be an easy birdie if you get the distance on your third shot spot on. If you get it wrong, however, you could have some issues.
Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
Honestly, guys, I stopped counting at 40 feet. This is way out.
Yeah, that looked to be a bit of a misread. Good chance this one, right on 6 feet. For the par. He's in a share of 9th place. One of the most famous finishing holes on the PGA Tour, Rich. This 18th at Riviera is a classic.
Aim for the palm trees in the distance, which are located just on the left-hand side of the green. A good tee shot there will set up an awesome-looking second.
2 over for the day in a share of 9th position. And this is an extremely long putt. We might even have to hinge on this one.
Not too bad.
That'll sting a bit. And that'll be all she wrote today. Well played.
Let's go get a drink,
And
guys. I'll be right
what
back.
a rivalry that was. Let's recap some of the results. But it's a big thank you to Henny Koyak for bringing the magic on the ground today. What about what we saw, Henny?
Luke, if the golf wasn't good, the weather was great. It was absolutely a pleasure to be able to join yourself and Rich and be out here on the golf course watching all the action and all these incredible rivalries.
Well, that'll just about do it. On behalf of Rich Beam, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for tuning in. Look forward to your company next time.
Raj Kumar 5 said, "Hey homie, I checked your videos, seems like you are new in Kick, not yet affiliated and verified. I got a proposal for you by sharing your stream to a Kick community for you to gain 1,000 active audience and earn nothing less than $1,000 while streaming. Add me on Discord if you're interested. Backhand index pointing right emoji Rush 2006.
I'm back again. Sorry about that. No, you're right, mate. Well, I'm going to play 4 rounds at this next hole if I can.
Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Northern Shore Open is about to begin. Pleased you could join us for this first round action. I'm Luke Elvey alongside major champion Rich Beam in the booth, and it's wonderful to welcome in Henny Koyak, who's out on the course following our featured group.
Hi, Luke and Rich. Looking forward to following these two players again as they reignite their rivalry. I have a feeling we'll be in for some more exciting golf as these two battle it out.
So that's the final word from Beamer. Let's see how this one goes.
Well, even Beamer spoke.
Ooh, right by the hole. Starting the round at even par.
Nothing wrong with an opening par, just easing their way into this round.
Let's see what happens here on the second hole.
Ooh.
Well, he means business, coming out, hitting shots like that against HV3. I think Harold's just as surprised as I am.
Ooh, nice putt to make for a birdie. Currently 1 under for the round.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
Oh, don't want that.
Bit disappointing, that one. Henny, that ball seems to be sitting down. Is it bad?
Yeah, this is not what they wanted. There might be a couple of hits here.
This one's for birdie. That's tracking.
No, it's not.
Okay, steady now. Just 3 feet to go to the hole. Don't miss this. They can be costly. He's currently in a share of top spot. Now on the tee of a long par 4. Tee shot is looking good here.
Don't forget to like and subscribe on YouTube. Don't forget to follow me on TikTok, Kick and Twitch. I would appreciate it.
Looks to be going with the 5-iron.
This needs to go a little bit right once it lands.
That's well played. Anything on the green from there was fine. A chance to move to a couple under the card with this putt. That's inside the range, and that will take him to 2 under. And with that, he's now broken the tie, all alone at the top of the leaderboard. The 5th hole here at Emery Beach Golf Club is a 172-yard par 3 from the back tees. Rich, what are your thoughts?
Look, the water on the left-hand side really is just
Where's
there
the
for
wind?
decoration. Doesn't come into play. The difficult part, though, is this green sits well above the fairway there on the left-hand side. Most players are going to be bailing out, not wanting to go in that bunker to the right, but you miss it out to the left. You got a really challenging up and down.
Bogey putt coming up here. Checking in on the standings now, and they're currently tied for first alongside John Rahm. Ooh, bold play here, going with the chief off the tee.
That dog will hunt.
5 wins so far this season.
Why won't it move?
The interesting choice of the driver here. And that's a poor lie. Will he be able to get out of here?
They'll have to channel their inner Severiano Ballesteros here. This needs good hands.
Oh, absolutely flushed. Trying to get to 2 under with this putt.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
It's got a chance. And that's a great way to forget about that bogey on the last. And with it,
With
he'll move
somebody
to a couple
to
under.
love me.
Now on the tee after a birdie. Fired up and ready for more.
The tempo there was exquisite.
Second shot here on the 7th.
Oh, for the love of God.
And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard. Oh, just missed. And that putt will drop. Well done. Now leading by 1 shot. This hole is a par 3.
They've chosen to club down on this one.
Oops.
Always frustrated by missing a green.
Coming up a little short with that effort. Not bad, though.
Well done. That takes the pressure off the putt. That's a chip to be proud of.
Such soft hands.
And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. And there's always the sense of a birdie in the air when we stride onto a par 5 tee. That's a little untidy. Second shot here on the 9th.
Oh shit.
Getting ready to play their 3rd. He leads the field by a stroke.
Pretty good shot there.
And just about 8 feet left to the hole.
What?
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Well, this would be a good one to make. It's for par. And that's the kind
Shocking.
of fighting spirit that keeps a good round going.
In trouble off the tee in that fairway bunker with that putt, saves the par. Well done.
Well, let's get stuck into the 10th hole, shall we? Not sure if they got that one flush. This might not find the fairway. Sitting at 2 under. Outright first here. Oh, that one just missed the hole. A birdie putt awaits. Nice strike.
No.
Ooh. Right on 4 feet. Should make this one. Well, it was a wonderful approach shot, wasn't it? But unfortunately having to settle for par. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. This hole is a par 3. Opting for the 5-wood.
This one's left of the green.
That's an absolute ripper. What a shot.
Full of confidence as well with their putter. Gotta like their chances.
Nice one. 4th birdie of the day. And that will take him to 3 under. Here we are, Rich, on the 12th tee at Emery Beach. And this par 5 is at 550 from the back tee.
Hey, bunker in the middle of the thing and I aim for it.
What a hole this is. Bunker down the right-hand side comes into play if you really mishit it. But the one right in the center, that little zit, I tell you what, that is going to make some players angry. I can promise you that. If you avoid all that, second shot, fairly straightforward. Anything bailing out to the right is going to lead to a really simple pitch shot for your up-and-down birdie.
And he's down there. You got to read.
The perfect leave. Uphill can be firm.
That's frustrating. Almost snatched the eagle there. That would have been huge. So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. Let's see what happens here on the 13th hole, shall we? Bit untidy, wasn't it?
Not hard enough.
Yeah, this is lovely.
Well,
Just a little off with the accuracy there, unable to find the green.
Distance control not easy when you're coming out of the rough.
Well, that's very crafty, isn't it?
Gotta say, his short game is phenomenal.
Still in the lead now after that hole.
phenomenal.
Here we find ourselves on the tee of a par 4.
Oh, flummox.
Henny, what's the player facing here?
This breeze just starting to blow, but it's a helpful breeze. It's one that you like. Got to club down a little bit.
Oops.
Well, this one's right at the pin.
That lie was just nasty. That's the best they could do from there.
Big time play, that one, at the right time too.
All over the parking lot, but a chip in for par saves the day.
Thank you.
Now 2 shots up after that one. This hole here is a par 4. And after a par at the last, chance to maybe take a step in the right direction here.
Nobody want to say hi.
shot here on the
Want to say
50.
hi.
Opting for the 5-iron. Yeah, you hit a beauty, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Well, right on 20 feet. This is a great momentum putt.
Little birdie look in here.
Well, that looked good for a long way. Our current leader is up by 3 shots. We have a par 3 on this one, and after a par at the last, a chance to perhaps signal some intent. Opting for the 9-iron. And he's safely on the green. Putting for birdie.
It's in.
Great stroke. That's a big time putt, that one. And their rival knows it too. They heard the cheers. He sits in first position. Emery Beach Golf Club is another one of these courses, Rich, that has a short par 4 at 17th.
It does. As you can see, a massive bunker down the left-hand side. So players really want to bail out to the right and leave themselves with just a nice, short little pitch shot. Only the brave and the longest are really going to want to challenge this green. A great opportunity for one final birdie.
A chance for a birdie if this goes down. Well, you're going to be hard to catch now if you keep making putts like that.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
And maintaining top spot.
Gonna
on
go
the
for the hat
leaderboard
trick.
After that, looking to ride the momentum after coming off a birdie here with this shot. Oh, that was pure. Time for the second shot on the 18th. Oh, I love this type of courage, Rich. Going forward in 2.
Always like the aggressive play, going forward in 2 and get rewarded for it.
Looking really good. Gets that one to go down, and that'll end the day's work.
Someone clipped that eagle. Yeah, baby. You know the camera went on
And
me.
Lewitt, lovely start to the opening round. In top spot, but there's a whole bunch of people right over their shoulder.
Luke, big lead through the opening 36, but no time to get complacent.
No wonder nobody's
Still a
talking
lot
to
of
me.
golf to play, and they need to continue to make birdies in order.
I didn't even think the...
2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Northern Shore Open is about to begin. Pleased you could join us for this second round action. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam, and this player starts their round in the lead. How should they approach today?
Well, they've got the lead, and there is a significant chasing pack, so they can't get too wrapped up in what's going on behind them. They've got to kind of keep their nose out.
No!
Keep pushing along and play the golf course. Don't think about who's chasing you down. Just think about playing the golf course. But if you do find themselves falling back a little bit, then they need to go ahead and start making a little bit different push, maybe come up with a different game plan. But right now, out in front, they just kind of have to play the golf course right now and keep that in their sights.
Well, there's so much excitement and anticipation in the air. I can't wait to see how it plays out.
He's had a disagreement with the caddy. He's gone down a club.
Well, this will be a big putt to make. A birdie always nice, but particularly when it's a 2.
That's it.
Ouch, that hurts. Yeah, well hold. Let's move on to the next. And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard. Here we are at the 3rd.
Donking drive there.
Well, that one's hit the tree. That's untimely. And Henny, what kind of a shot are they facing this time?
And from about 105 yards. What a shot from the rough. This is gorgeous.
Somebody should clip that tree
Well,
hurt.
that's well judged. Hole high, right inside the range. Always nice to have a birdie putt. That's very impressive.
Setting the tone early in this round.
Sitting at -8 for the tournament. Now on the tee, fresh off a birdie, a great opportunity to build on that momentum. That's
I don't know
not
if you're
what he
there,
had
Ben,
for,
but I
I'm pretty
do.
sure of that.
I have missed you,
Kenny,
mate.
do you have a better look at this lie?
Oh, they got so unlucky here, just off the fairway, but not sitting nicely.
Players setting up, trying to get up and down from the bunker. Okay, step 1 complete, out of the bunker. Now let's go make a putt. And he needs this to save par. That's well holed. Leading by a whopping 7 shots after that one. And now striding onto the tee of this par 3 hole.
No.
That's a tad wayward. Not quite finding the surface.
Oh, a little shorty Baker on that action there.
Well, this would be a great par putt if he can make this.
This looks like it's got the speed and the line.
Well, the leader giving a little hope for the rest of the field there as they put down a bogey on the scorecard. Looking at a par 5 here.
This is full send.
Second shot here on the 6th. Is there anything classier than someone that could hit a driver off the deck? That's not what they hoped for, I'm definite about that. And here we are with the 3rd shot.
No.
Time now for the 4th shot. That's almost a gimme. Great chip.
You better believe it is
Plummet.
great stuff to watch.
Next up is this 2-shot hole. Well, on the tee now, coming off a par. Chance to pipe one up the middle. time for the second shot here at the 7th. A bit wild on approach there.
Oh, look at that. The wind just wreaking havoc with that shot. Disappointing.
Good putters will make these right on 5 feet.
This is what they have left for par here.
That'll be frustrating, inches from making that putt. And that was a bogey by our leader, so the rest of the field feeling a little opportunity here to close the gap. Our current leader enjoys a 5-shot advantage.
Excuse me.
Let's see what happens here at the 8th. Not a bad approach, that one. Not quite inside the birdie range, but you never know. Hole a long one. Still counts.
This is on a great line.
Didn't quite judge the speed on that one. Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me. And in it goes for the par. No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player. We have a par 5 on this one. And after that par,
I'm giving up after this round.
This one heading to the bunker.
Setting up in the bunker here.
Go to the next bunker.
I might need to get a lesson of you. That was well played. Lovely effort that. Putting for birdie here. Not a bad line this. Wow, that's classy. Good save from there.
That's a really good effort to get it up and down out of that bunker for the birdie. Good job.
Playing this one.
Broken Echo said good morning, Peter.
Pretty good win back into the player's face.
Right, Broken, how you doing, mate? Not on for long.
Going with the 9-iron, I think.
All right, we're going with an extra club here.
Chance to move to 8 under here.
This for back-to-back birdies.
Just didn't drop. The putt drops.
How you doing, mate?
And we're moving on.
Raring to
We
go.
are in front of a par 3. Looks like they've got the 5-wood.
So I've got the sand wedge.
Not sure if that's what they're intending to do.
And coming up well short.
Whew. Well, that's
Broken Echo
wonderfully
said
played
just
out of
got
the
a really
sand.
nice solid wood shelf
Pretty
free off
straightforward
marketplace.
4-footer
Nice.
coming up here.
Putt is underway.
And the putt goes down. A nice display of resilience in the end.
Nicey
And a
nice.
tidy save from the greenside bunker. Nice par.
Some more DIY then.
Welcome to this hole. It's a par 5.
And what a hole this is. Bunker down the right-hand side comes into play if you really mishit it. But the one right in the center, that little zit, I tell you what, that is going to make some players angry. I can promise you that. If you avoid all that, second shot, fairly straightforward. Anything bailing out to the right is going to lead to a really simple pitch shot for your up and down birdie.
You like that, didn't you? Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie. That was a gallant attempt.
That wasn't
And
an
that should
attempt at
secure
all.
the
That was
par
just a
on this one.
nightmare.
Currently 7 under for the event. Next up is this par 4 hole.
Broken Echo said nah, just had to tighten down screws. It's for me to move stuff out
No.
of the closet shelving at the foot of my bed,
Right into the
so I
water on
can
that
move
one.
the dog's potty kennel there, as if the
Getting ready to
dog
play
has to
their
potty.
third.
That is where she
Wind
always
is blowing
goes.
from right to
Ah,
left
okay.
here. Wants to work it against the wind.
Good
Fair to
nightmare.
say that approach didn't hit the mark.
Wind got that one and took it wayward.
Go on in.
Didn't that look good for a long time?
It's all hit.
4 feet remaining between him and the hole. Well, that's providing some hope to the rest of the field as our leader stumbles with a bogey. And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. We've arrived at a par 4 hole. This one looks to be bunker bound, Rich. Not good. Oh, and the fairway bunker. These are always the tough shots. Well, that was a good strike. It was pretty well played out of the fairway bunker. He has this putt to save his par. Good strike.
No.
Oh, that's a great save. What an effort.
In the bunker with their tee shot, and that is a very good save.
Broken's Echo said nice shot.
It wasn't that good. We could have been better.
Let's see what happens here on
Getting
the
after this. Getting off after this one.
there, Rich. That's going to work every time. Well, Rich, in the thick stuff here, not a good spot to be.
No, this is like hitting it into a head of cabbage. I mean, it literally is just awful.
And here we are with the third shot. Currently leading by 3. Oh, I thought that one was going in. Oh, I don't mind this par putt. He's currently sitting in first place. Ooh, we're at the par 3 here. I love these holes.
No, again.
Looked a little thirsty. And this shot here coming up from around 130 yards.
Straight downwind, tough to put a lot of spin on it and hold the green.
Stop then.
Found the green side rough. Still, not a bad spot. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? Just a 4-footer remaining. I don't mind the look of this. Currently at -3 for the event.
Oh, I messed this up.
But hopefully they've been able to give themselves a little pep talk after that unfortunate result at the last. They need to focus here and set up the next tee shot.
Really hoping they play this one aggressively.
Second shot here on the 17th hole.
For the love of...
Getting ready to play their third. Currently tied for the lead. How close was that to going down?
Not that close, because look how far it's gone and
What are we
beyond.
looking at for this putt, Henny?
Or if he holds this, it'll be a solid 19-footer.
Okay, steady now. And that's all she wrote. And there's
I
no
hate
movement
my
on the
life
leaderboard after that hole.
sometimes.
Wonderfully played. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Our wind's just going to knock the ball down. It's straight at the back.
Yeah, good aggressive play and almost rewarded by finding the green.
What a sensational play on this par 5 there, Luke.
No, too hard.
Trying to get 2-3 under par with this putt.
Rolling end over end. This putt's looking great.
And that will do it for
Oh, that's it. I'm done for today. Thank you all for joining me. I might be back on tomorrow, you never know.
Really leading the field, but absolutely loving the action this week.
No doubt, Luke. And even with the very slender lead going into tomorrow's round, Luke, I'm interested to see how well this player sleeps tonight.
Well, on behalf of myself,